problem, they had asked us to determine what is the tension and the pulling effort required to move the block along this inclined plane. So this is the setup that I have given. So there is a block A which is kept at an inclination of theta 2 is equal to 15 degree, 250 Newton, and this block A and block B is being connected with a cable where the tension will tends to act. And then in this block B, they are giving the block B is having a weight of 125 Newton, which is inclined at an angle of theta 1 is equal to 40 degree. So, and they are also given the coefficient of friction between block A and the inclined plane is going to be 0.3, and the coefficient of friction between block B and the inclined plane is going to be 0.2 Newton. So first we will consider the block B such that we will tend to find the tension in the cable. So we know that very well. This is 250 Newton and this is 125 Newton. So definitely the pulling effect will be very high in this direction. So the tension will tends to act along this direction only. Okay. And when the tension is going to act such that the body is going to move towards the upward direction, definitely the friction force will be acting in the direction opposite tangentially. So they are given theta 1 is equal to 40 degree. So resolving the weight of the force, that is 125 Newton, weight of the block has been given. So here resolving the forces will tend to give 125 cos 40 degree and 125 sin 40 degree. So resolving the forces perpendicular to the block. So perpendicular to the block, that is summation of Fy is equal to 0 will tends to get, and then we will also know the normal reaction will be exactly perpendicular along this direction. That is N is equal to 125 cos 40 degree. So we will tends to get N is equal to 95.46 Newton. Okay, and then taking summation F of x is equal to 0, we will tends to get tension which is going to act in this direction T minus F of B minus 125 sin 40 degree. So we know that T is equal to FB plus 125 sin 40 degree. So we know that FB is equal to mu B times of NB. So this is our NB. So it's going to be NB. 40 degree plus 125 sin 40. So substituting the value of NB over here. So substituting the value of NB over here will tends to get tension acting in the cable. The tension acting in the cable will be equal to 99.49 Newton. So after substituting the value of mu B is equal to 0.2 into 95.46 plus 125 sin 40 degree will tends to get tension is equal to 99.49 Newton in the cable. Since body diagram of A, we know that the tension acting over here. So with respect to the tension of the cable which has been pulled over from block B towards this pulley, and then when we are going to consider over here with respect to this point, the tension will be, with respect to this point, the tension will be acting in this direction, where there is the magnitude of both the tension values will be equal to the 99.49, since this is a frictionless parameter over the pulley. So with respect to the free body diagram, so I have drawn the tension to be acting in this direction, and then there are said theta is equal to 15 degree. So resolving the value W is equal to the weight of the block A is 250 Newton. So resolving in 250 cos 15 degree is equal to 15 degree. So resolving will tends to get 250 cos 15 degree and then 250 sin 15 degree in this direction. Since we know that the pulling effect in this direction to move the block towards the downward direction, the frictional force will be acting in the opposite direction, such that Fa is equal to mu A times of NA, and then our normal reaction will be acting in this direction, that is our NA. So moving on to summation of F of y is equal to 0, that is the summation taking the perpendicular forces along the plane, will tends to get NA is equal to 250 cos 15 degree. So NA is equal to 241.48 Newton. And then taking summation of F of x is equal to 0, will tends to get, so summation of the horizontal forces or parallel forces along the plane will tends to get minus T minus 250 sin 15 degree, and then minus F of A plus P is equal to 0. So we know that the value of T, we know that 99.49 Newton. So minus 99.49 minus 250 sin 15 degree, and then we know that Fa is equal to mu A times of NE. So mu A we know that they are given in the problem to be as 0.3. So 0.3 into 240 1.48 plus P is equal to 0. So substituting all those values will tends to get the pulling effect to move the block towards the downward direction will be equal to 107.13 Newton.